Alright, what's going on everybody? This is a more in-depth video of how I would chart out my pivots on a 4-hour time frame, moving down to a 1 hour, down to a 5 minute. So let's get started. The first thing I would do is this: we have the 4-hour chart up, and I just want to be able to see all the pivots. I don't want to pass these dates. That doesn't matter to me. So we can come here and get our line tool ready, and we have our first up here. And the only thing that I'm keeping in my mind is areas where price flip-flopped. Nothing else really matters to me. So right here, right here, right here, right here. Now it doesn't got to get all pretty and perfect. I just want the general area where price kept coming to a certain number. This is where we're going to move down to a 1 hour and to a 5 minute after this, but we're just going to keep the same concept going all the way down, where we noticed some real major pivots. We do have one right here, so we'll mark that out. But that's where price is currently right now. And our bottom point. So now that we have this marked out on a 4 hour, we can come down to a 1 hour. And you can kind of see how price is breaking between different ranges. And we can kind of get a glimpse of where price kind of wants to go. Now, I make my trade strictly off of these blue lines. Now, we're still on the 1 hour. Now that we're on the 1 hour, what I like to do is I like to add, not the kill zones, I like to add key levels. And I like to see if any of my blue lines are aligning with any of these key levels, which a lot of them kind of are, right? A key level is going to create a major pivot in my eyes. This is why I love pivot trading so much, and I don't really need anything else other than these blue lines by these key levels. And another thing I'll add on is supply and demand with my blue lines and these key levels. And now let's move down to a 5 minute time frame. And now you can see how price will range within our blue lines that we've kind of marked out. Notice how it kept touching it down here. So we could have made a long play based on touching this line alone, knowing we have another lower line below, but how many times have we failed to break this one? And now we're at the upside. It looks like we're just going to be ranging today. Like I've already noticed, guys, this is 2 days before Christmas I'm making this video, and I've already said that I'm not taking any more trades until after all the holidays. But yeah, it looks like we're just in a ranging market. It's 11 o'clock right now, but this is how I chart, and this is what I look for when I'm trading. Now, if we can get an entry on a 1 hour or a 5 minute, whatever, my system will work on whatever time frame you're using. It's just some people will mark every little change they see. I'm only marking, we'll go back to the 4 hour. I'm only marking major areas where it pivoted a bunch of times, you know, not just once, but a bunch of times, because I like patterns, pattern recognition with volume. And that's pretty much it, guys. For me and my theory on the market is we're gonna either break a new range or come back to a previous one, and continuously do that either on an uptrend or on a downtrend. Now, my only concern is being on the right side of the move when the move occurs. And what helps me do that are these lines. Now, if we're trading within these ranges, you know, it might be a little bit more risk for me. I would, so for instance, right now we're at a Monday low on an hour time frame, and you kind of see how the buying subsided a little bit. We're starting to create a wick on that Monday low. For me, this is a good entry for a long. We can move to a 1 hour. And yeah, look, you see, we've created to kind of make any lower points here. And if you wanted to get longs here, I'd say it's a good, I'm not logged into my account, if you can tell, but it would be a good spot to get longs based on my system alone. Now, if I'm wrong, it'll break through this blue line and touch either my blue line or a previous weekly low, which again, all my blue lines that I ever create will probably be by a major key level or a major pivot, and that's the only thing that I care about. Now, with this, I can use volume, this indicator right here. And the only reason why I like it, it's kind of just visually pleasing, and the volume is clearly to the buying side at the moment, but you already know that this can flip at any moment. This is why, again, I love key levels. I'll be within my ranges. That's the only thing that I care about. Now, the kill zones. Let's bring this up a little bit. People ask me this. This is better on a smaller time frame. This is why I like the kill zones, because you can see where price is during different markets and different sessions. And again, those will create potential key levels for me. So let's say I like to trade the New York Open, and let's say for me to take an entry, right now we're at our Monday low. Let's just give a case scenario where we did not break previous London Open, so maybe we're still bullish based on this fact. Price broke above and created a new range. If you see my blue lines, right? We were stuck ranging in this on a 5-minute time frame, correct? Until we broke up into one of my ranges that we've created on our 4-hour charting. And price is just flip-flopping within this supply and demand. If you want to call it supply and demand, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Now, my theory is price is either going to continue being bullish at this area because it rejected to go lower at these zones, correct? And if it doesn't, what will happen? I feel like price will just come back down to its previous range and take money from people trading, because it's the holidays. You should be not trading. You should be spending time with your family. But yeah, guys. Hopefully this video cleared some air for you guys. Again, it's everything I ever do is very elementary. You know, I don't put crazy implementations. I don't wait for order blocks. I don't wait for liquidity. I don't wait for FEGs. I mean, some people say that when they add these to my system, they find high success. I'm not talking shit about you. Your system is your system. At the end of the day, you can have whatever system you want. You need to be able to listen to yourself and listen to your system. And that's all it's going to take for you to get to that next level. I feel like a lot of people within their journey are going to think that they need to be more smarter, or they're not right. I'm going to tell you right now that start believing more in your original thoughts, because the only thing that's ever happening behind these candlesticks is buying and selling. And you're not a bank. You are one person. You know, we always see these videos where they tell us that, you know, banks and institutions like to buy at good levels or they don't buy at all. My whole theory is, what the hell is a good level? I marked out good levels, I feel like, on my chart. Now, is this what a bank thinks like? Probably not. This is just my perception and my point of view. Just like every trader, like our FEGs and ICTs, you know, that was his perception and point of view of how he trades and how he correlates what he's seeing. This is, I wasn't the most intelligent person growing up. I had to make a system that made sense to me, and a lot of things were not making sense. To me, the only thing that's ever happening is buying and selling. This system makes sense to me. It's profitable to me. Even if I have losing trades, if I enter at a key level, I mean, look at this 4-hour. If I was to enter at any of these blue lines, you're gonna make money, regardless of if you have losing trades. And I feel like people get flustered on trying to get a perfect entry or this, that, and the other. You know, this is why we can move down to a 1-hour or to a 5-minute. You know, the only reason people would ever want to look at anything more when they're in profit is because they want to make more. You know, $500 is good profit. You know, if you can make more than that, kudos to you. If you're a beginner trader, don't worry about them profits. Worry about focusing on building a system that you can confidently recite to somebody. When you can recite your system with confidence to somebody else, you can call yourself a trader, because now you have a system, you have the confidence, the intuition that you believe in. Listen to what I just said, that you believe in. This journey is going to take a lot of self-belief. No one's going to believe in you. Everyone's going to probably talk shit about you. They're going to tell you to get a job, be safe. I'm telling you, I believe in you. I make this content for a reason. You know, I don't come from money. And again, trading is as simple as these blue lines aligned with this free indicator. This is a free indicator. I have another video, if you haven't seen, on my YouTube about all the indicators in depth on why I like them. But again, guys, you can see how price will stay within our ranges and how we can make plays within these blue lines alone. This is why I love key levels. I'm Socrates Dimitaris. This is Socrates Investments, my YouTube channel. Thank you for listening in, guys.